Start.
Hello everyone, today we will present you our IPD project, which is crop prediction and recommendation. Next. The main background behind this is that India is the second largest agricultural producer in the world. The agriculture amounts to 15.4% of GDP and it employs 31% of the workforce. The average salary of a farmer is just 2100 rupees per month. Next. The main motivation behind this is that farmers have very limited agricultural knowledge, which causes poor crop selection. Over 48% of rural families are deciding non-agricultural futures for their children. With each passing generation, the land keeps on getting smaller per person as it gets passed down. So, a proper agriculture knowledge and prediction model is very important. Next.
So despite many researches done in this topic, there have still exist many gaps in this particular field of study. So one of the major gaps is interplay between key variables. So understanding how different kinds of attributes relate with each other, ultimately understanding how it affects the yield. So let's say, for example, taking the soil component, taking the rainfall component, and utilizing all of them. Limited crop focus. Most researchers only focus on a very certain limited number of crops, which again tends to restrict the amount of knowledge for the farmer instead of allowing them to produce different other crops. Incomplete integration of temporal and multi-seasonal patterns. So understanding how different kinds of models will help explain different kinds of aspects in the data, combining them to build a better model. Next. Again, small data set with short time period. They focus on a very limited amount of years. Instead, focusing on more number of years will help us understand how the rainfall patterns, how the soil change over the years. Multi-seasonal, multi-year patterns, again the same, how the different types of seasons in a particular year affect the soil composition, rainfall, etc. Underutilization of ensemble methods is again using different kinds of different models to understand different aspects of data. Next. Minimal use of causal inference and dynamic Bayesian networks. So major understanding of how the different attributes affect each other, ultimately affecting the target variable, which is the yield. So making use of these kind of models to understand these patterns is a crucial thing. Next.
So I'll take you through the proposed solution of the project that we have made in our IPD. We basically had two different data sets. One was for the crop yield, another one was for the rainfall. Crop yield had attributes such as the state, district, area, uh, and the season. The rainfall data set had details related to the state, district, temperature, and the rainfall in a particular district. We merged both of these data sets on the district, year, and crop, and then we pre-processed the whole data set for the state of Maharashtra because that is the state we are considering. We then use the district, season, and the year attribute in from the data set in order to train different regressor models such as random forest, gradient boosting, LSTM, and SVR. We use these models in order to train the model and then predict the rainfall, and then we use the predicted rainfall along with district, season, and year to predict the temperature. Here we use different models for rainfall and temperature because we consider the causality that the rainfall affects the temperature, along with all the user inputs, predicted rainfall and the predicted temperature. We use these two models, DBN and the CNN LSTM. CNN LSTM is the TSA approach. We use CNN LSTM because CNN covers the special data. Over that is special means a wide range of variety in the data. That is, we have 32 districts in the data set and for 4 seasons and multiple crops. LSTM covers the wider range of the time period, as time period is very crucial when we predict the yield. Another approach that we have used is the probabilistic model, which is DBN, dynamic Bayesian network. It converts the whole data set into different timestamps, and for each timestamp it calculates the causality between different attributes, and it calculates the CPD, that is the relation between the causalities of timestamp, and then we do the weighted integration of both the outputs using the linear regression, and then we recommend the crop basis on the crop yield. This is the explanation of whole proposed solution that we explained in the flowchart. Uh, for the novelty, we've used two models, CNN, LSTM, and DBN. For DBN, this is the equation of the probability. Uh,
So we will now go into the result analysis. The result analysis is that these are all the this is the entire data set, and we have been the different districts and the crops. We have 15 types of different crops, and our data set ranges from 1997 to 2023. So at first we built the rainfall prediction, just as Hitanshu said, and our evaluation metrics were RMSE and R square. We used different regressors such as random forest, gradient boosting, XG boost, LSTM, and SVR. The best performing model was random forest. This is the prediction on rainfall. Next. Then we did the same for temperature prediction. We used the same models. And again, random forest performed the best, giving the best RMSE and R square scores. Next. We also built a CNN LSTM model. This is the entire model architecture. And it was for temporal spatial analysis. Next. This is the recommendation for the CNN LSTM model. As you can see down there, it recommends the top 3 crops. Now, done. Mute.
Now this we'll go ahead with how the dynamic vision network is used. So basically we've divided the data into different types of bins. Next. Using these different types of attributes and bins, we've created the sample CPTs, basically how each attribute affects the other attributes, the value of the probabilities. Next, this is the dynamic Bayesian graph, how using the different timestamps and the different attributes, how they affect each other. The arrows indicate the causality. Next. This is the output of using the dynamic Bayesian network for each crop. Next. And by using the entire data and the values we've gotten with the outputs, we've managed to create a weighted integration equation using linear regression. These are the weights and the biases. And once we use the linear regression, these are the final output using the CNN LSTM and the DBN model. Next. This is the website which we've created for the front end. So the farmer can very easily put the year as the input, the season, the number of like the hectares for the area, and easily get the crop prediction for each and every crop. So accordingly, whichever crop has the highest yield, the farmer can choose to grow that. Next. These are the various different graphs. So basically, we've combined the TSA approach, which and the dynamic Bayesian approach. Dynamic Bayesian approach uses understands what it will be in the future, and the TSA approach understands the past trends. And using both of them, it creates a model which helps improve the accuracy. Next. The future scope would be to consider different kinds of states using the model so that it doesn't overfit and it can understand how the trends change in different states as well, using different attributes which can in turn relate to the crop yield more, example like nitrogen level, phosphorus level, etc. Use more number of crops with the same multiple year data so that we can get a wider variety of crops to grow from and the predictions and different approach to capture causality. So we can kind of use a different kind of approach to understand how the attributes relate to each other. So this in overall was the entire project of us, which was based on agriculture and how we managed to improve the accuracy for getting a better yield prediction. Thank you.